Right now at 6, flames are contained at a downtown fire on the Iron Range. We're coming to you live with the latest details. Plus, dry conditions in the BWCA have prompted several wildfires, closures, and bans. A look at how this could impact campers. And later, people are rolling in for the Spooner Rodeo, how the city is preparing for some massive crowds.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Natalie Grant. Kristen is off tonight. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, firefighters are still on scene in downtown Virginia hours after raging flames tore through a building and collapsed its roof. The fire started around 11 o'clock this morning near 3rd Avenue and Chestnut Street. Earlier today, you could see the flames coming from the roof of the building. A downstairs jewelry store and other nearby businesses were evacuated. Luckily, nobody was inside a second-floor apartment and no one has been hurt. Tonight, crews are still trying to find out what caused the fire. CBS3's Abigail Smith joins us now live from the scene in Virginia. She's been there all afternoon following this story. Abby, what can you tell us?
Yeah, so behind me here, you can see that things have calmed down quite a bit since this afternoon. But firefighters are still on scene. They still have the street closed off to further assess damage and potential causes of the fire. Fire Chief Alan Lewis of Virginia's fire department said upon arrival they found dense smoke pushing through the second floor. The smoke and fire expanded rapidly. First responders had to evacuate the building for their interior attack right before the roof collapsed. No one was hurt and everyone was evacuated by then. Now the Virginia Fire Chief says teams are investigating the case.
It's very, very early. We're still putting out the hot spots in this fire, and we won't have a cause and origin for you until a little bit later. So we do a very thorough investigation.
The chief told us this was a 3-alarm fire, meaning 9 departments helped respond. For now, fire crews are still cleaning up and investigating. We will come back and update you when we have more information.
All right, Abigail Smith live for us in Virginia tonight. Within the last hour, the U.S. Forest Service has banned campfires in the Boundary Waters as 4 wildfires are still burning there. The Delta wildfire is the largest, burning about 62 acres south of Snowbank Lake. The Hassel fire, originally reported about a month ago, has also flared back up and is now burning about 10 acres. And both the Ashtray and Picket fires are impacting about an acre. These fires, along with drought conditions, are what has prompted the ban on fires in the BWCA. CBS3 meteorologist Alexander Libby explains what this impact the restrictions will have on campers.
The drought conditions have turned the Boundary Waters into a tinderbox.
Currently, we have 4 wildfires.
Christine Kolinsky with the U.S. Fire Service says the 4 fires currently burning in and near the Boundary Waters were all caused by lightning strikes. She says the Forest Service can't prevent lightning strikes, but they can help prevent fires started by humans.
We are looking at putting a campfire ban in just so our firefighters and resources can focus on the wildfires we have now without the threat of more happening by human cause.
Kolinsky says if they decide to enforce a fire ban, it would only prevent open-air campfires and not gas-powered stoves. According to BWCA guide Craig Best, campfires and exploring the Boundary Waters go hand in hand.
I would say the majority of Boundary Waters campers use fires every single night for cooking, spring and fall for warmth, and also just for hanging out.
Best has been a guide for Moose Track's adventures for the past 6 summers. He says fires are nice during camping trips, but he doesn't expect it will turn many people away.
For the most part, I think people enjoy it enough and are excited enough, they put enough planning and effort into it that they're going to go through with their trip anyway.
Both guides and forest officials say for how dry it's been this summer, they are happy to see almost no wildfires started by humans.
That has been great that people, it seems like, are using the designated fire location, keeping their campfires contained.
Kolinsky says the decision to put on a fire ban is one that takes a lot of thought and consideration, but it is put in place to protect the public and the wilderness. There are some exceptions to the ban in certain areas of the Superior National Forest. We have those listed on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Dave joins us now for a quick look at that weather. You know, those dry conditions out there aren't great, but today we were seeing cold temperatures again. It's kind of an oxymoron a little bit.
Well, the cooler you can keep it, the harder it is to get a fire going. So that is beneficial. But what we really need is rain. I don't think we're getting any here for the weekend. Let's start by talking about those cold temperatures this morning. We set a couple of records again. Hibbing, another record, 2 days in a row, cold, 36. Ashland now set a record at 37. But we can see the ring of 40 starting to close in on this cool pool, and tomorrow shouldn't be so chilly. There's our high pressure in control. It'll keep us sunny through the weekend. Our next rain chance may not be here until Monday. We need the rain, of course, to knock down the fire danger, but for the short term, we're not going to get it. Overnight tonight, we'll drop into the low 50s for a lot of towns, and tomorrow we'll perk up temperature-wise towards 80. Which is warmer than the past couple of days, but a far cry from the 90 of last weekend. So some folks might think this is just about the perfect summer weekend for our region. Get out and enjoy it. I'll talk about what temperature trends are then for the rest of the week in more detail in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Tonight we're hearing from the man who lost his wife, daughter, and niece in an Ashland house fire. The fire broke out around 9:30 on Monday morning. 36-year-old Jordan Chowning, 14-year-old Alyssa Chowning, and 17-year-old Michelle Hathaway were all inside the house at the time. Their bodies were eventually found on the second floor. 3 others reportedly made it out safe. In an emotional video shared on the GoFundMe page, Dwayne Chowning thanked people who have reached out and supported the family. He says coping with their loss has been difficult.
I don't know why I'm still here. I should be with them. I wish I was with them. I really do.
There is a visitation planned for family and friends next Wednesday. The funerals are set to take place on Thursday. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. A recently created GoFundMe page revealed that another family was also living in the house at the time of the fire. Angela Morales, Mitchell Johnson, and their 2 boys are now without a home and living out of hotels. They were close friends with the Chownings. The page has now been set up to get them back on their feet. We'll have a link on our website for how you can donate. New at 6, Duluth police arrested a man on attempted murder charges after a drive-by shooting in Superior. Superior police say a 25-year-old man fired a shot from a moving vehicle back on June 17th. It happened around 10:30 that night near Belknap and Ogden. No one was hurt. Now, since then, police had been looking for a 25-year-old man. He was arrested today during a traffic stop. He is now at the St. Louis County Jail, expected to be charged with attempted murder. Turning to national news, we're taking a look live at Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. Today, President Biden signed an executive order that says that the White House will lower costs and increase wages for workers while promoting innovation and faster economic growth. The order includes 72 directives or recommendations encouraging federal agencies to take action on a range of issues, from airline baggage fees to selling hearing aids over the counter. It also takes an aim at big business and tech by calling for a restoration in net neutrality rules, a ban on non-compete clauses, and greater antitrust enforcement.
Rather than competing for consumers, they are consuming their competitors. Rather than competing for workers, they're finding ways to gain the upper hand on labor.
But some groups, including the Chamber of Commerce, say innovation is already happening without government intervention. Vaccinated teachers and students won't need to wear masks inside school buildings starting this fall. That's according to new guidance today from the CDC. The nation's top public health agency is not advising schools to require shots for teachers and vaccine-eligible kids. It's also not offering guidance on how teachers can know which students are vaccinated or how parents would know which teachers are immunized. Individual states or school districts are still able to create their own policies. The University of Wisconsin system is trying again to find a new president, this time with a larger, more diverse search committee. Today's announcement comes just after last year's failed search was widely criticized for not including faculty, staff, and students, and only consisting of 9 people. The committee is now made up of 19 people who represent all levels of the university, from students to regents. The university is trying to replace former President Ray Cross, who retired a year ago. Former Governor Tommy Thompson has been serving as an interim president. They are hoping to have finalists by this fall. Two Harbors is ready to welcome back the community with their annual Heritage Days. The 4-day event includes food, vendors, music, and a parade. The Two Harbors Community Area Foundation and the cooperative Light and Power grants helped fund the event. Organizers say they are thrilled to welcome everyone back after canceling it during the pandemic last year.
I'm sure people are just wanting to get out, and we're outdoors, it's sunny, it's a beautiful weekend, and we encourage everybody to come on out and see what we've got going on.
Heritage Days will run through Sunday. For a full list of events, you can head over to our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Still to come on Live Local CBS3. After a year of cancellations, summer events are popping up all across our region. We'll take you to the Spooner Rodeo coming up next.
Well, let's talk about the forecast for the short term. We could go as warm as 80 tomorrow. That may be the trend for the whole weekend. Will we get warmer next work week? And will we finally get some rain by Monday? All these questions we'll talk about and answer coming up after our break.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
25% off our low Slumberland price. Incredible deals. Huge markdowns, plus 25% off our low Slumberland price. What a sale! The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
How are safe vaccines made so quickly?
How long do they work?
How effective are they?
Get real answers to your biggest vaccine questions at dhs.wisconsin.gov/vaccine.
Hi, folks. Joe Namath here, and if you're on Medicare, this is important. You're now entitled to eliminate copays and get dental care, dentures, eyeglasses, prescription coverage, in-home aids, unlimited transportation, and home-delivered meals, all at no additional cost. Plus, your zip code may have coverage with the Give Back benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. Look, with the uncertainty of the virus and vaccines, you need to get everything you're entitled to. Here's the bottom line. Call to get significant benefits at no additional cost and see if your zip code has coverage with the Give Back benefit. Millions of people have trusted the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You can too. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-916-5591. That's 1-800-916-5591 now.
If it's important to our nation,
the country is facing yet another unprecedented crisis.
It's on Face the Nation, making politics make sense. The why behind the biggest stories. Face the Nation on CBS.
It's been a long year.
I've been by myself for the past 8 months.
I mean, I date myself at this point.
Let's just say the new group of Love Islanders is ready.
I haven't been touched in so long.
I'm ready to meet the girl of my dreams.
Really?
I need love.
Ready.
Unleash the beast, baby.
I figured I'd come out of my shell a little bit and try something new.
Hello, summer.
Party's here.
Love Island, new tonight at 9/8 Central on CBS.
Incredible deals. Huge markdowns. Like the Sealy Pillow Top Queen Mattress on sale for just $4.99. What a sale! The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Are you without health insurance because you're self-employed, employed by a small business, working part-time, lost a job, retiring? There's good news. MNsure has a special enrollment period until July 16, 2021. Free MNsure certified navigators help make sure applications are accurate and complete. Visit www.insuredduluth.org/help for more information today. Get affordable health insurance by choosing MNsure.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
CBS News Sunday morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, we kept the problem down for about a week thanks to last Monday's rain. I'm talking about the smoke from the Canadian wildland fires about 100 miles north of the border. Well, today the wind is right and that smoke is back, and it's going to be affecting Minnesota through the weekend, all weekend long. Doesn't look like it's going to make it into Wisconsin or the UP this time, and hopefully by Monday a rain chance will, just like last Monday, wash that problem right out of our hair and out of our sky as well. We'll talk about the odds for a precip payoff coming up after this quick look at our current conditions from Duluth International Airport. Holding steady at 76 degrees up there. Relative humidity, though, has unfortunately dropped another 2 percentage points, now down to 23%. If we're going to fight the fire problem, we need some moisture. That doesn't help. Southeast wind 6 miles per hour at this moment. 30.04 inches of mercury is our barometric pressure, and it'll stay on the higher side through Sunday. Again, our next rain chance is on Monday. Current temps, they're going 72 to 76 from Ironwood to Waters Meet. In Wisconsin, the range is going from 70 in LaPointe to 78 in Hayward, with Ashland, Solon Springs, and Superior a couple of degrees in between. East Central Minnesota running from Cloquet down to Moose Lake, 75 to 79. Up the North Shore, 64 by the lake. Near Grand Marais, 75. Two Harbors just up the hill a little bit there. Upper 70s for the Mesabi Range. Lower 80s for the Vermilion, including Ely, and upper 70s borderland. Tomorrow, I think high temps are going to be getting into the lower 80s for most of our towns, but lower 80s rather than lower 90s, so it will not be as hot as it was last weekend. Doppler map right now shows high pressure parked over the upper Midwest, centered over Lake Superior, is keeping the clouds at bay for our region. A couple of sun showers have been popping up here, but they're not really touching the ground. Again, it's more that Virga phenomenon where it gets re-evaporated before it does hit the ground. Coming up here for the weekend with that high pressure in place, it will stay sunny, and I think the rain will be kept at bay down to the south and off towards the west, at least through Sunday. Monday, a slightly different story. This low is going to approach, and we get a 30% chance for showers, which bumps up to a 50% chance for thunderstorms on Tuesday, and then devolves into another 30% chance or so chance for showers on Wednesday. So we have 3 days worth of chances coming our way. We do need the precip. Let's hope it pays off. Now tonight in Minnesota, low temps anywhere from 47 near Hibbing to 55 on Park Point, with a partly cloudy sky overhead for everybody, even into Wisconsin and Michigan, where the low temps tomorrow morning will wake us up from 47 to 51. Tomorrow, Wisconsin, Michigan, sunshine and 77 to 82. Minnesota sunshine, 70s by the lake, low 80s inland. Extended forecast says the dry period and warm period stays through Sunday. Then Monday to Wednesday is our rain chance. Tuesday could be the warmest day of the week. And then it gets a little bit sunnier by Thursday, Natalie, but not that much cooler.
Yeah, definitely a nice weekend ahead of us, though. I'm stuck inside all weekend.
Yeah,
but
you get to do the weekend shift, which I did for 20 years,
yes.
So I know the pros and cons of working that schedule.
I'll be living vicariously for everyone out at the beach and having fun. All right, thanks, Dave. A small northwest Wisconsin town expects to more than double its population this weekend. The Spooner Rodeo is back in town, bringing with it thousands of people from across the region after a year off during the pandemic. CBS3's Quinn Gorham was in Spooner today to see what it means to have this annual tradition back in town.
Contestants and fans alike will be here at the Spooner Rodeo tonight, filling these stands to the brim. The rodeo kicked off on Thursday night and will continue over Friday and Saturday. The show will feature contestants competing for a $62,000 grand prize, the third largest in the Great Lakes rodeo circuit. With all the festivities, Thursday night's show drew a sellout crowd, with nearly 6,000 people coming from all over to watch the performances in Spooner. Rodeo chairman Richard Fankhauser expects to see similar numbers Friday and Saturday and says after having to cancel last year's rodeo, it's a great feeling to see the seats filled again.
It means a lot. And I went out in the arena last night and thanked the people that did what they did last year. And for this year, it was tough. Even a tough old retired state patrol guy can get a little choked up once in a while.
The 393 contestants at the Spooner Rodeo will have a chance to qualify for the circuit finals, other rodeo competitions, and even the national finals. Festivities for Friday night's show will begin at 6 o'clock, with contestants beginning to compete around 7:30.
Saturday's events will include a parade at noon and a barbecue before the rodeo starts. Kelly Hinseth is here now with sports. It'd be fun to go to a rodeo this weekend, don't you think?
Yeehaw!
That'd be some fun sports there. Those guys are athletes.
I covered a lot of rodeos when I worked out in Washington. For some reason, like the Pendleton Rodeo and all that is just, I could talk about that all day.
Yeah.
Again, yeehaw. But you're a Bulldog fan. You're a former Bulldog.
I am.
And a Bulldog name is heading back to Team USA. Coming up next, we'll have more in sports.
The only way to enjoy camping adventures to start your journey at Northwest Outlet.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
Find the home of your dreams with Homes by Edmunds. Whether you're buying or selling, trust Duluth's oldest real estate company, Homes by Edmunds, LLP. Sunday mornings at 10:30 on CBS3.
You need fast, reliable internet. But it's not a one-size-fits-all world. At Mediacom, we have a pricing plan for everyone. You can get our starting internet service for $19.99 a month for a year. And with that comes a great deal of speed. We're talking 60 meg. Because unlike other providers, we want you to have fast internet from the start. Extreme speeds go up to 1 gig with lots of options to choose from. So let's talk. Call us today at 844-EXTREME2.
Coming up Monday on CBS3 this morning, it's our weekly Eye on Lifestyle. We're talking about a unique business building network that keeps expanding in our area. So wake up with me and meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt at 5 a.m.
By hook or by crook, after 30 years or so, I've become the longest-serving broadcast meteorologist here in this market. I've been an on and off part of it since 1986. We have a higher quotient of people who grew up in this area, live the weather all their lives, know what's supposed to happen for each specific time of the year around here. CBS3 Live and Local, we try to live up to that. And I'm hoping people will like what they see and tell all their friends, of course.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and
I got into journalism when I was in high school, actually, and that's where I really fell in love with the news and the storytelling aspect of it, being able to bring those things together and keep people informed. It's so important for us to be in a community like Duluth, to be able to hear your stories and then bring them to everybody else in the community.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m.
Heart attacks and strokes happen, even in the midst of COVID-19, and at least one will occur while you're watching this. Heart attacks and strokes are medical emergencies. If you experience symptoms of a heart attack or stroke, do not delay seeking care. Call 911 immediately. Hospitals are prepared and can safely treat you. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus to learn more.
Always ready, always there. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
She is Miss USA once again. Former UMD standout goaltender Maddie Rooney was named to her second U.S. Olympic residency roster earlier today. She is one of 27 players vying for a spot to represent Team USA in the 2022 Winter Olympic Games that will be held in Beijing next February. And one of 14 athletes who won gold at the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea. Rooney skyrocketed to fame after she backstopped Team USA to a gold medal in arguably the greatest game in U.S. women's hockey history during the 2018 Olympics. In addition to 29 saves, Rooney stopped Canada's last 2 shooters to help U.S. win its first gold medal since 1998. The Andover, Minnesota native is UMD's all-time career saves leader with over 3,400 stops in her career. Rooney owns 3 of the top 4 single-season records for saves in Bulldog history. Some might call her the GOAT. Well, after the NCAA passed legislation allowing athletes to profit off of their name, image, and likeness, which went into effect on July 1st, UMD announced today a new NIL program for their student athletes. The Bulldog Advantage program provides student athletes with educational courses on branding, social media usage, career building, and finance. UMD Athletic Director Josh Burlow said in a statement, our priorities will be to educate Bulldog student athletes to maintain their NCAA eligibility and support them as they seek to capitalize on this enhancement. We embrace these changes for Bulldog country. And in other collegiate news, the College of St. Scholastica announced that Marissa Edwards will take over the role of interim athletic director of athletics for the upcoming year. Edwards takes over after the departure of former AD Franco Bari and has been part of the athletics department since 2010. She served as an assistant AD for compliance and business over the last 4 years. Edwards will oversee the department's transition into the MIAC this fall. And 4 Duluth Husky players have been added to the 2021 Northwoods All-Star roster. Infielder Amber Voidic, third baseman Mike Bove, and right-handed pitchers Eli Sundquist and Will McIntyre. The All-Star game will take place on July 20th down in Mankato, Minnesota. The game will start at 7:05 p.m. from ISG Field. Tonight, the Huskies will host the Rochester Honkers yet again. First pitch is set for 6:35. Well, despite 42 points from the Greek Freak, it proved to be that it's going to take more than one guy to match the production of the Phoenix Suns. Suns take a 2-0 lead over Milwaukee after a 118-108 win in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton finished the win, combining the three of them for 81 points. Suns, you could say, own all the momentum as the series now shifts back to Milwaukee for Game 3 at Pfizer Forum.
It's going to be tough. I mean, you know, they took care of their home court. We got to find a way to do the same. It starts with the first one at home, though. We got to come out, be prepared, be ready for a dogfight. I mean, we have been in this hole before. It's not going to be easy, but we got to find a way to do it.
Game 3 will take place Sunday night with the opening tip scheduled for 8 p.m. on ABC. Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs. It's so exciting to see her back out there. I'm totally rooting for her, as I'm sure all of the Duluth community
All
is.
of Bulldogs. She meant so much to that program for 4 years, and to see her try to get back to the Olympics is going to be so fun. You have a tie with her with UMD. I'm from Andover, so we're big Maddie Rooney fans over here.
Big Maddie Rooney fans over here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Well, before we go, a climber who lost both legs in a tragic accident goes the distance, conquering one of the most impressive peaks. This is Mandy Horvath, and she lost her legs in a tragic accident back in 2014, and she just became the world's first female bilateral amputee to summit Mount Kilimanjaro. She conquered that over 19,000-foot Tanzanian volcano after traversing rainforests, glaciers, and desert terrain. Definitely an inspiration for everyone. No legs and still out there conquering this awesome feat. Good for her. Last look at the weather here, Dave.
Well, it looks nice for the weekend. Going to have a mostly sunny sky during the daylight hours, of course, with high temperatures near 80. Then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, hopefully some much-needed rain will pay off. Looks like beginning on Tuesday, we get into the 80s and stay there through Friday.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, that's your CBS 3 News at 6. See you right back here tonight at 10.